Dobrze. Kontynuujemy gadanie w wielkim bazarze.
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you.
Znaczy świetny ten strój jest. Właśnie to wygląda, jakby miała rogi jednocześnie.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Jakiś tatuaż na plecach.
Did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh.
𝗚𝗏 to inna wersja Miko. Miko?
Because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. 𝗚𝗏𝘅 not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. 𝗚𝗏𝘅, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
Aha. Dobrze, to tutaj jeszcze dwie osoby musimy przepytać. Zobaczyć, co się będzie działało. Chapter 3, akt 1.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
W Honkaju masz jae Sakurę, jae Sakurę, jae Sakurę, jae Sakurę, w Genshinie masz jae Miko. Tak samo jak w Honkaju trzymasz Mei, a w Genshin masz Ei. What the fuck? Dlaczego tak robią? Dlaczego oni to robią?
Dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord 𝗏𝗏𝘅 is a beloved deity.
Ja też cały czas nie rozumiem, jaki to jest deal, że ten 𝗏𝗏𝘃 to jest jakby ważniejszy, jakby jest najważniejszą postacią, a Kusanali jest jakoś taka zepchnięta na bok.
That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Dowiesz się w fabule, dobra. To jest dla mnie interesujące. Dlaczego to tak jest, wiesz, tak spięte?
Hey, is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
Cały chapter 3 już jest dostępny w ogóle w grze, czy to będzie etapami wychodziło?
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine?
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon. What's shaken?
Whoa, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say...
Cały dostępny. O, super.
Sure.
Kurde. Już dobra, bo się obawiałem, że w pewnym momencie to, wiesz, jak w serialu będzie zetknięcie z rzeczywistością.
But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across 𝗏𝗏 to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Bo w 3.0 akty, w 3.1 trzeci akt, a w 3.2 ostatni główny. Spoko, kumam. Nie, pamiętam, że ja czekałem na to, aż wyjdzie trzeci chapter w całości, ale później jakoś przestałem w ogóle pilnować, co się dzieje i tak zapomniałem kompletnie.
Instead, they're found along the way.
I chodzi o to jedno wielkie metaversum. Rozumiem, wiem o co ci chodzi teraz.
Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventures Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City.
Ale w ogóle ogarnąć
I'm sure you two will get along.
wszystko, co tu się dzieje, masakra.
You've been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the citadel of 𝗏𝗏𝗃.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the citadel of 𝗏𝗏𝗃 and wait for Dia.
Dobra, pogadajmy. No ta gra bardziej polega na tym, że się łazi i słucha, aniżeli w ogóle coś gra, nie? Bardzo mało jest tu na razie grania. Co to ma być?
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss 𝗏𝗈𝗏𝗃 was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss 𝗏𝗏𝗃 that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏 very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia. What are you doing here? And
O,
what
asfalt.
else? Didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to 𝗏𝗏𝗃 for more info.
No kidding. So, where's 𝗏𝗏𝗃? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
𝗏𝗏𝗃's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from 𝗚𝗏 village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
You two have heard of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏?
If you're also interested, just go
Komu
there.
by się chciał czytać tyle lore, dolisz jeszcze mangę. Masakra.
I've got plenty of work to do here for the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the 𝗏𝗏𝗏mites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King 𝗏𝗏𝗏." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. King 𝗏𝗏𝗏's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia, and you too, 𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Asfalt.
Since we've got
No nie mogę wytrzymać, gość się nazywa Asfalt według mnie. Nie oszukujmy się.
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and see what we can find next.
Miss 𝗡𝘈𝘅 is looking forward to seeing you both at the 𝗧𝗏𝘅 festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the 𝗧𝗏𝘅 festival.
Festival. Lost in Prosperity. Tak się nazywa? Lost in Prosperity? Tak jest. Tam potrzebujemy się dostać. Dobra. To teleportujemy się w to miejsce i musimy iść tutaj krok po kroku. Najpierw ten punkt odbijamy, a później działamy dalej. Bo jeżeli będziemy omijać te wszystkie waypointy, to po prostu ominiemy główną część transportową i później będziemy musieli wracać do tych lokacji, to po prostu nie będziemy kumać co, jak, dlaczego. Zajmie czas, a teraz sobie pójdziemy i będziemy mieć już to z głowy. A też warto byłoby przyjmować wszystkie questy poboczne, jakie spotkamy, bo później znaleźć jeszcze raz to jest udręka. Ale Kaz masz rację, że ja mam bardzo mało tej staminy i to jest upierdliwe. To jest bardzo upierdliwe. Ta muzyka jest taka, zupełnie inny vibe ma teraz. Fajnie to brzmi. Które gardło mi siada? Nie wiem, czy ja wytrzymam tyle streama. Jak mi na gardło będzie siadało. Czuję, że tracę głos normalnie. What? Te gwiazdki, co to było w ogóle, nie? Co to było do zebrania? To były... Nie wiem, do czego to służyło w ogóle. To nie to było do rozwijania... Do rozwijania statuły? Tak? Dobrze pamiętam? Coś tam było takiego. O! Cześć Wojtek. O lulusy. O, kuluski. Moim zdaniem, po co masz się męczyć? Coś w tym jest. Czyli to jest Bliski Wschód. Okej. Okej. Ale czy w Indiach jest pustynia? Znaczy podejrzewam, że w Indiach również nie ma takich wielkich, okrągłych kamieni. Być może nie ma też archonów, jakby... Może też nie być wielu innych rzeczy, nie? To jakby nie jest ten. To nie jest jakby kopia 1:1, nie? Jest pustynia Tar. O, nice. Okej. To znaczy, mogę to użyć do czegoś? Mogę to zebrać? Nie. Okej. Okej. Egipt to jest Bliski Wschód? By the way? Nie mówię, że nie wiem. Jak to się zalicza? Ja bym bardziej tutaj chciał występować z perspektywy białego, nieznającego rzeczy człowieka, nie? Okej. Waypoint. A, i okululusy się zbiera. Tak, 60 primosków za ten? Takie rzeczy. Cześć, Krustas. Siema, nunko. Jak tam się czujesz? Co porabiasz? Tam jest rzeczywiście. Dobra, tutaj mam niezebrane punkty, ale czy ja bym chciał stąd aż lecieć tak daleko? Chyba nie. Raczej byśmy poszli może naokoło. Jak tam u ciebie? Jak się czujesz? Jak zdróweczko? Bo ja trochę przeziębiony jestem, powiem szczerze, i to jest takie dla mnie, wiecie, męczące. Ale jakoś to ogarniemy. O, tu łodzie można wynajmować. Idę na Ant-Mana 3. Ant-Man 3 już wyszedł? A jest łódka, jest. Dobra, super. Czyli pływanko może być ważne. Będzie w lutym. Kurde, już niedługo, rzeczywiście. Kurde, to poruszanie, nauczyć się tego poruszania to będzie zabawa. Ale myślę, że to będzie ważne. Znaczy, a masz do Sumeru dodadzą linię brzegową. A mają dodać? Bo przejmujmy te punkty. Tak, odpal dzień. To znaczy odpal dzień. W sensie, że zmienić godzinę? No sorry, jest noc, nie? Co mogę zrobić? Kiedyś, aha. Kiedyś, no. Jak tam wleźć? No, od tej strony będzie ciężko, ale naokoło iść? Ormosa najlepszy? O! O! Ja praktycznie nic nie zrobiłem z tego sumeru, a tu dodają i dodają. No ja mam tak samo. Chciałem uczestniczyć w evencie, ale nie mogę, ponieważ jestem do tyłu, kurwa, ze wszystkim chyba, nie? Nic nie mogę zrobić. O, ale są nowe, w końcu są nowi przeciwnicy do bicia, więc jest jakaś różnorodność. No jak będę robił te wszystkie rzeczy poboczne, to na spokojnie. Też obawiam się, że dużo mnie zabawy ominie. Przez to, jeżeli nie będę zbierał od razu wszystkich przedmiotów. Ale na razie nie chcę.
Come and have a
Tak, ale quick start wymaga ode mnie później zrobienia i tak jakichś questów, których nie mam odblokowanych. Każe mi Interlude 2 zrobić. Dobrze pamiętam. Albo jakiś inny quest pomiędzy. Nie, jakiś quest quest z Jelan mi każą zrobić, żeby kontynuować event. A nie mogę go zrobić, bo nie mam zrobionego wcześniejszego i wcześniejszego. Więc nie mogę.
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy!
Czekam, aż odkryjesz cebulę w Sumeru. Oh yeah. Tylko jest do tyłu z całym Archon Questem. Tak, ze wszystkim. Tak, w 𝗏𝗚 mam iść zrobić. Dokładnie. Dokładnie mam to zrobić. Najpierw, żeby móc zrobić Jelan, muszę zrobić najpierw ten 𝗏𝗚, później będę mógł zrobić Jelan i dopiero później będę mógł kontynuować quest. Mimo, że zrobiłem quick start. Więc tak, jakby... Wow.
Osfund told us to try posing as academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in 𝗏𝗏𝘋𝗈.
Ale ten quick start jest chuja wart. Szczerze mówiąc, przetestowane.
Even more suspicious going around saying we're academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Dziwne, u mnie działa. No zobacz. Może ty mi wyjaśnisz, zobacz. Zobacz. Quest, nie? Quick start zrobiony. Muszę to zrobić. A żeby to zrobić, muszę mieć interludę zrobiony. Masz? To jest ten quest. Nie, Taurus nie. To jest chyba ten. Dobrze pamiętam? To jest quest? Nie mogę zrobić. No chyba, że mi wyjaśnisz, że jestem nieogarnięty.
How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students...
Taki niezbyt quick ten start. No jasne. Właśnie zauważyłem.
Of course. Especially around this time of year.
Więc żeby odkopać się z tych wszystkich pieprzonych questów, to potrzebowałbym, wiesz... O Jezu, znowu kolejny będzie mi tłumaczył, że coś mogę zrobić inaczej. Nie mogę ruszyć tego questu, bo nie mam zrobić interludę. Interludę nie mogę zrobić, bo nie mam zrobionych innych questów. No jakby...
Researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but 𝗏𝗏𝘋𝗈 offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say...
Dobra, spróbujemy po tym dialogu, okej? Mam nadzieję, że masz rację, że mogę gdzieś tam pobiegać, jeszcze coś porobić.
You see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Dobra, zobaczcie. Jest quest. To jest to, nie? Potwierdzam. Go to the quest. I nie mogę go rozpocząć. The quest location is currently involved in other quest. Please check the details. Klikam strzałkę w górę. The quest location is currently involved in the quest coś tam, coś tam, coś tam. Please complete it first. No. Come on.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking 𝗏𝗏𝗏 mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different 𝗏𝗏𝗏 factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein el Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are...
Tak, dokładnie tak. Ale żeby rozpocząć, ale żeby pchnąć ten inny quest, potrzeba zrobić 4 inne questy. Kumasz? Kumasz czacze? To jest ten problem właśnie. Że w skrócie, żeby popchnąć ten quest, muszę popchnąć inny quest, żeby popchnąć inny quest, żeby popchnąć inny quest. God fucking damn it. To jest ta lipa.
I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
Żeby się ale ja nie lubię tak, wiesz, skakać po ten. Nie lubię tak skakać po questach, nie? Więc wszystkie po kolei potrzebuję robić. Każdy z tych questów jest na godzinę, godzinę 50. Tak, wiesz, mniej więcej. Tam, wiesz, od godziny do 2, powiedzmy, tak plus minus. I to jest, no, tak, nie wiem, z 8 godzin grania może. Żeby zrobić event, który też będzie wymagał ode mnie dużo grania. Jakby to jest, wiesz, jakby wow. Więc zamiast jakby, wiesz, zbierać sobie wisze na hutału, która ma być niedługo, to ja będę odkopywał się do tego, żeby ten event skończył się dzień przed tym, jak ja będę mógł zacząć to robić. Więc ja skończę te wszystkie questy nadkopywać i gra mi powie, a ten event co chciałeś, no to nieważne, ale spokojnie, mamy inny event i on potrzebuje kolejne inne 8 questów, których nie zrobiłeś. Więc tak, nice to have you.
But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
No na razie robię głąty ja ci nie nastawiam na robienie tego eventu. No nie nastawiam się już, wiesz, jakby już, powiem tak, wyleczyłem się z tego questu już. Z tego powodu, że wiem, że zrobienie go będzie jakby będzie za późno. To tak, polecam prywatnie zrobić story questy. Tak. Dzięki za polecenie. Fajnie. Doceniam to, że tym, no jakby tak. Prywatnie story questy będę robił. Tak. Ja na szczęście mam tyle wolnego czasu i tyle chęci do grania w Genshina, że będę w wolnym czasie robić wszystkie questy po kolei. Dokładnie tak. Jasne. Genshin Impact to jest moja ulubiona gra i wolny czas będę spędzał na jeszcze więcej grania w Genshina. Tak. No wiesz, że są te eventy z broniami, bo jak cię ominie, to już nie dostaniesz co chcesz. Najlepszą broń do albedo, że nie da rady. No tak, ja wiem. To jest takie inaczej. To jest irytujące, że nie da się to zrobić od razu. Więc IMO to jest, wiesz... takie niepotrzebne. Zresztą jakby te questy cały czas były gdzieś tam w eventach, wiesz, że możesz to robić w każdej chwili, albo żeby one się powtarzały często, no to spoko, nie? Ale tak to jesteś uwięziony, nie?
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat. So,
Okidoki, trzymaj się, Rebrax.
go toe to toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of King 𝗏𝗏, they'll be the first that the boss.
Ktoś to gra tylko na streamach.
They're nothing to be afraid of.
Rzadko kiedy gram poza streamami. Czasami mi się zdarzy rzeczywiście, żeby popchnąć trochę fabułę do przodu,
They've also amassed
ale
significant
nie mam ochoty teraz grać w Genshina na tyle dużo.
We mustn't underestimate them.
How can the 𝗏𝗏 battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Jesus.
All these guys talk about is King 𝗏𝗏.
Dzięki, Paimon, dzięki.
Greater Lord 𝗏𝗏. That traitor
To jest fajne, bo ta gra nawet wie, że ja nie słucham tych dialogów w ogóle i mi powtarza jeszcze 15 razy.
exacts vengeance on 𝗚𝗏, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Tak, ich zapytajcie od razu, no. Zapytajmy tych ludzi. Naprawdę ich zapytamy.
Who are you?
What the fuck? My ich naprawdę pytamy. Wow. To jest gówno, to jest...
A student? What's a student from 𝗚𝗏 City doing in 𝗏𝗏? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm?
Naprawdę zapłaciłem $500 000 za to? Okej.
That's right. We heard you mention King 𝗏𝗏 just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of 𝗚𝗏 are devout believers of King 𝗏𝗏. Years ago, King 𝗏𝗏 founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day 𝗚𝗏. King 𝗏𝗏 was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord 𝗏𝗏, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King 𝗏𝗏's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions.
Ile jest złości w tych ludziach. What the fuck?
Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King 𝗏𝗏 isn't truly dead.
Ludzie, to nie jest wasza sprawa, ogarnijcie życie swoim życiem.
Prophesying his resurrection.
Po co chcecie jakieś robić przepowiednie? Ja uciekam, papa. Trzymaj się, Kaz. Dzięki, że wpadłeś. Mordeczko, papa.
Their true God will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King 𝗏𝗏. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things...
Z only tylko wersja Nendro. Nice.
The address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it, 𝗚𝗲_ھ. What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of 𝗃𝘗. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremites' reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
What did you say?
He's really out of his mind.
Okay then, if you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Oddał czy nie oddał?
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot.
Szkoda, że bohater nie ma głosu. To by tutaj brakuje. Tak kiwa tą głową, jakby nie wiadomo, co jej się stało. Ty. Dziwne to jest.
After him.
Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Wait up! It's 𝗚𝗲𝘃, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't...
Physical exchange. Oh yeah.
Maybe not, but she can
Jak tam, Toncio?
elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next
Oj,
meeting.
oj.
Even if you don't won't regret taking us with you.
All right.
Bug
I
umarł.
accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you
Dobra,
chose
spadam pod podcastu. Trzymaj się, miłego.
then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Co to jest?
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Wait, czemu postać Genshin nie wygląda jak kompletnie korporacyjny gówno, tylko jak ktoś dał ujebania? No, ej! Nowy dodatek do gry.
Which heavily regulates who can access what information. Knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century,
Jeszcze 12 będzie to miało poziom powyżej liczb negatywnych.
now, in Port Ormuz,
Możliwe, no, ale nie śpieszą się nigdzie, więc spokojnie. Te misje zajmują po 53 minuty, więc...
Eremites deemed to be useless to
Że
them
ten już zajmuje ponad półtorej godziny?
citizens and hapless
To oni się nie
academics.
śpieszą.
Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Co, Paimon ma nie przyjść? Hehe. Dobra, gdzie jest? Oh my god, jesteś zaraz obok. Ta gra mi daje dostęp do biegania tylko po to, żeby za chwilę mi zabrać, więc okej, dobra. La 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 la.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
No dobra, zobaczymy.
This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise. The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares.
Ta fabuła planuje być jakaś, mieć coś do pokazania, w sensie, że rzeczywiście tu jest jakaś intryga, nie wiem jeszcze jaka, ale coś tam jest w środku, co chce mnie zachęcić do śledzenia.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Ale Sławki ma jak 14-letni streamer. To ja.
Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
No, widzę różnicę.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Zupełnie inne.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight.
Teraz będziemy rozpoznawać, który, co, jak, dlaczego.
The root of dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge,
O,
the richer
sakra.
it is in dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in 𝗏𝗏 lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp.
I zaraz będziemy sprawdzać, które magiczne pendrive'y mają na sobie półencyklopedię, które porno z karłami.
Now's the time.
Zadziwiająco masz rację. Z tego, co ja rozumiem, to tak. No, dokładnie, szukamy porno z karłami. Znaczy się nie szukamy. Nie szukamy.
Looking at what 𝗚𝗏𝘋𝗈 wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near 𝗚𝗏𝘆 Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Coś drogiego.
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Oho, wpierdolą nam.
You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a suit.
Jak on się czuje, że nagle zniknęła ta postać, z którą rozmawiał i pojawiła się jakaś Noel.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Och, Paimon, dobrze ty rozmawiasz w ogóle. No, bez Paimon byśmy sobie nie poradzili nie dlatego, że ona coś ogarnia, tylko dlatego, że ona mówi. To jest ważna umiejętność. Mówienie jest ważną umiejętnością.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our horror fruits were taken by mice.
Congratulations to you.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating horror fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Mógłbyś zacząć napierać migami.
Fruits to be packaged in the 𝗚𝗵𝗄 City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The mantra? Where? 𝗚𝗲𝘀𝗵𝗶 said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Nie kumam.
Huh? He ran down.
Kim jest Matra?
Huh?
Tam w ogóle coś leży, ale to inna sprawa. Chociaż wait, wezmę to już. Nie wiem, do czego to służy w ogóle. Razy 1. Haha.
Look, he's over there.
Nowa postać w Overwatchu? Możliwe.
Hey, if you're hiding from the 𝗏𝗏 tiger, come this way.
Nice.
Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh.
Jezu, jak ono zwariowanie wygląda.
Thank you.
The fuck?
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Jeszcze nic nie wyglądało strasznie w tej grze, więc nie dziwię się, że ona nie jest straszna też.
Believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you? Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge.
O, teraz będziemy musieli rozpoznać, który jest prawdziwy.
Probably be in serious
Oh, yeah.
trouble if the Matra caught her with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the 𝗏𝗏𝘋𝗈. Only 3 people in all of 𝗏𝘈 have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Która daje brzuchomóstwo, bo Dory się udaje.
the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period. With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
2 million mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Whoa, that's a lot!
Bierzemy to.
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire.
Bierzemy najdroższe, co?
Small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
All right, let's try the method that 𝗚𝗏 mentioned.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
Na pewno wybraliśmy te porno. Na 100%.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed.
Oh, rare breed. Mm-hmm. Nice.
1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something
Na serio brzmi jakby sprzedawała porno. Tak, bo pewnie tak jest, nie? Wiesz, pewnie przekład z tam chińskiego czy japońskiego na angielski zabrał trochę kontekstu, nie? A może w Europie by to nie poszło?
curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of 𝗚𝗏's mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora.
Excellent. Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru
Brewing techniques.
growing spices, an overview of ancient runes,
Porno będzie.
sword fighting techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Dawaj.
Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough.
Yay!
We'll call up Funduk and meet up with 𝗚𝗏. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the
Mamy knowledge. Jej! Udało się.